Americans at the individual, municipal, state, and federal levels historically do not save. On the other hand, Asians save approximately 40% of their income. Living beyond one's means is an American way that obviously cannot continue. First, why is it that Americans do not save? And secondly, what can we do to correct this long-term problem? Thank you.
Yeah, well, certainly the savings rate in this country has fallen significantly and may even be negative, although it does seem to me that the value of the country in real terms, I think, does increase quite significantly decade to decade. So I'm not sure exactly how it happens without savings, but it does seem to me that this country as a whole is worth considerably more than it was 10 or 20 or 30 or 40 years ago in real terms. So something good has happened. But the propensity to save, it almost seems innate in at least the great majority of cases. I mean, we've got our friend from Florida teaching children to save, and I think that has some impact. And I should have thanked Andy Hayward for that terrific cartoon this morning, and he's got a program that I'm participating in that we think in cartoon form might influence a few younger people towards saving. If you own Berkshire stock, you're automatically saving because we retain earnings, and your indirect interest in those retained earnings is a form of saving. So you can spend every dollar of your income that comes in the other way, and if you own Berkshire, you are net saving, which is a practice I've now been following for 43 years, sometimes in my family's consternation. I don't know that the savings rate is based on calculations made on consumption and imports and so on. And we are importing $700 billion more of goods and services than we're exporting, and that means that somebody else is doing our savings for us, basically, as we export ownership and claims against America. I think that's going to have consequences over time, but we are so rich that it may not be really apparent. I think the average American standard of living is going to improve in real terms, although I think it may be very, very, very disproportionate, the extent to which particularly the super rich benefit compared to those in the middle class. But net, I think the country will be, even with our present policies, in net real terms, the value on a per capita basis of the country will increase from decade to decade, but nothing like it will in places like China or Korea, percentage-wise, where the savings rate is very high. This country may not save very much because it may not need to save very much. We have $47,000 of GDP per capita. It may not be distributed very well, but we are one very, very, very rich country. And a very rich country may not need to save as much as a country that's trying to reach its potential.